So I'm now joined by Vassilios Papalois, the just newly elected ESOT President. Vassilios, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'd like to know personally, what drives you to take on this role for this community?
I mean, what has driven me from the very beginning in this vocation, my love for our patients and the opportunity to serve them and advance our services to them. And also this great feeling on working in a very close, very tight, very progressive community as it is the transplant community. And the opportunity to do innovative things and take our vocation to the next level and the next dimension.
Well, let's explore the next level a little bit. You will be the president for the next 2 years. What are your ambitions and dreams to achieve?
I mean, you are asking me to give up a little bit about my presidential address, which is in a few hours' time, but basically, first of all, to say that we want to celebrate our European identity and European values as a society, but also our international character. And this translates into a variety of projects we have started with the European Commission, with the Council of Europe, with the national competent authorities in transplantation and donation in Europe, and the European National Transplant Societies. And these are not projects which are dreams, these are real things for real people in real life that you can touch. Yeah. And they're happening over the last months and years. They're happening in this Congress, and they will happen in the time ahead of us. So that's the first big thing, and it's a new element, a new dimension in the ESOT portfolio. The second thing is this strong sense of community that I mentioned. We are a society, and that means a lot. It means togetherness. And again, we have a series of projects in place that express that. For example, our work with the new ESOT College of the National Transplant Societies that links us with all the transplant communities across Europe and help us to enhance their work on the ground and amplify their voice in Europe and facilitate their collaboration. Also, we have a fantastic educational portfolio, the width and depth of which is second to none. And this addresses professional development of people in real life. And if you've noticed, in the Congress, these Inspire and Drive sessions were all about the professional developments of colleagues during their whole career. We have a great program, and this will continue, of supporting the young leaders and the leaders of tomorrow through the Young People in Transplantation project, which was one of the strikes of genius, actually, of ESOT. And last but not least, and this was one of the main themes, one of the main pieces of work we did in this Congress, is our collaboration and work with the patients' associations. Patients' associations across Europe that very credibly serve the cause of donation and transplantation. They come under ESOT, and we try again to offer coordination and support to them for the future. So this strong sense of belonging, of community, of togetherness, and the project to support them. And the last but not least is that we have a direction of travel. And this is clear like this.
Which is the title of the closing plenary, where you will challenge people to take an outlook into the next 20 years, right? From a surgical perspective, physicians, and also the caretakers.
Absolutely. We want the Scientific Program Committee of ESOT 2039 to have everything ready for them. Yeah. So that is what the session is all about. Basically, we are the Society of Organ Transplantation. It is clear that organ transplantation will remain the dominant force in organ replacement treatment, but it's not only in the arena anymore. We have a series of modalities around it that support it, complement it, and enhance it. And ESOT embraces those modalities.
Can you give a few examples of these modalities?
Bioartificial organs, tissue engineering, stem cells, organ regeneration, and the list goes on and on and on. It's absolutely spectacular to see it flourishing around us. And we are making it part of who we are and what we do.
Exactly, because it's a significant game changer. That's no longer about donors and recipients, but there's all these new sources of solutions.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is the future, and it was said in so many times, in so many different ways at this Congress, and it will be demonstrated in the final plenary session. And not only this, equally importantly, not only will be part of the scientific and clinical developments, but we want to prepare the scientific community, the transplanters, for this new era. Because they will come their way. They need to be prepared for that, and we are really looking forward to it.
Wow, very exciting stuff. I wish you good luck on the journey and success on the journey in the next 2 years. And if you are curious to see the recording of this plenary session and this outlook for the next 20 years, make sure you sign up to esottransplantlive.org, get an account, and you have access to all the recordings of this Congress and the Congresses in the past.